What is this, Lady Ada?
Hey, everybody, and welcome. It's time for show and tell. Thanks to Melissa, Liz, JP, Noe Pedro. They've been running show and tell, and we've had some more times we can get ready for Ask Engineer, which we're still going to do.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
I'm just saying, I want to give thanks to them, but we're back for a special original cast edition.
Yeah, that extra half an hour every week that we get sometimes. So we get to watch the show until later, but that extra half an hour, we're getting the show ready, we're getting new products ready, and we've been doing the unending dance of chip shortage, supply chain crises, and more.
Prototypes,
so
visions.
Eventually you get to the point where a half an hour is one of the most precious substances. Yeah. If time is a substance.
All right, but speaking of half an hour, for the next half an hour, we've got a wonderful show. We've got a whole bunch of people, Adafruit folks, me burping, coming by. I'm going to show off what they're working on. And people from the community are going to come by. We're going to be here till 7:55. I'm going to just kind of shove over here a little bit. So let's kick it off. We'll start off with Noe and Pedro. Tell us what you're up to.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, folks? Hey, check it out. This week we figured we'd do kind of a showcase video and a guide on using 3D CAD parts in our GitHub repo. So we've been kind of slowly building this over the years, and we've had lots of parts added, and we thought it was time to kind of document how folks can contribute and also how to use it. So I got here a CAD animation of a collab project that we did with JP. This is the Walk Person.
Yeah.
And it uses all of the models that we have available on the GitHub repo. So we got a feather here. We have things like the switches, the Neo key, all the things. And if you don't see a part, folks can submit part requests, and we've been going through some of those and making some parts. So that's what we got this week. But also we wanted to share something else. So let me see if I can get it loaded here.
So I know you like books, PT. So there was a really cool Kickstarter that happened. I don't know when. I lost track. I didn't think it was going to happen.
Years ago, yeah.
Kickstarter is a form of gambling. Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, I thought my kid would be like in high school by the time this thing got to us.
This is going to be a family heirloom passed down from child to child.
My father taught his board gates.
My father's Kickstarter.
My father's mother's.
But this is cool.
No, I wanted to show this off because, the electronic engineering books, that's always cool. But then, of course, the parts, as soon as Noe saw these, like, dude, where did they get those super slim arcade buttons? Because it's like, dude. That wouldn't fit in here.
Yeah.
Nice buttons. But go ahead and show us
so I'll send you. I got two, so I'll send you guys.
Oh, cool.
Check out the parts. So this is on how logic gates work. So
I
just got it, and I'll show it to my kid as soon as we get alpha here. But just showing you, how the knot works.
That's cool.
That's very neat that it works differently every each.
Yeah. So what it's
one.
doing, there's like light sensors there. So you can.
That makes sense.
So you can do both.
Oh, so it knows what it is. Yeah.
So like some of the emails that the guy was sending over was like, oh no, part shortage. Look, my sensors they're all different. My code's not working anymore. So you guys have the.
It's really hard to pull off a Kickstarter right now.
I know.
Oh my god,
this is very cool.
Again, I'm surprised they came in today. There was no tracking on it, so it was a complete surprise. So this is pretty cool. Showing off.
Ooh, look at this. There's a latch. Yeah. It's a cute hack. It's a good idea.
Over here shows
it's more matrixy as
different colors.
Or
that's a nice touch.
So that's how the pages are kind of working, right? Yeah. So that's how it knows.
I love this. Look, it's magical.
Yeah.
This is
smart.
Really nice.
Our strategies usually say the same thing. It's like it's for kids, but really it's for adults.
I like how the use of foam is the enclosure, right? So that's what's housing the buttons and the PCB.
What a great design!
Nice. Yeah.
I like that it's like it's like electronics, but in a new format and medium. I think that's I always love that when it's like it's. I mean, people rebuilding stuff is good, but this is very inspirational and nifty. Use of microcontrollers and sensors.
So whenever you guys can I guess do a breakdown or something, or at least try to source wherever they got these arcade buttons.
Those are nice arcade buttons.
Cool. Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, those are nice.
I'll check it out.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Noe Pedro.
Thank you. Cool show and tell.
Stuff.
All right, Jeff, what you got going on this week?
Hello. A couple of weeks ago, I was teasing this keyboard, which is a Commodore 16 keyboard. that I was converting it to run with CircuitPython, and here it is running on a KB2040, and that guide is live now. So just the basic creating a keyboard, and then I also create a more advanced keyboard with an FN key and like handling all of the weird, like shift 2 sends a double quote. How do you even do that?
Yeah.
And then I had a third program, which I think will be interesting, called, I named it the Matrix Whisperer, that can help you sort out if you have an unknown key matrix, which are row pins, which are column pins, and like get a whole map of the keyboard just by pressing each key in turn. So I will drop a link to that guide in the Discord for people who are interested in it. And just to tease you, there is like a queue of at least 4 keyboards we're going to do, and maybe more.
I wonder what's next.
That one will be like 4th, but yeah. Oh. Is that one next?
No, I don't know.
I can do it next.
What's next?
Who's on first? What computer is next?
The keyboards are just piling up here. It's amazing. So this one is coming up. This is a Coleco Atom, which was like the very tail end of making 8-bit home computers, and I just had to buy it when I saw it on eBay that it has a wildcard key. Wildcard. So let me know in Discord what you think I should map that to when we get working in CircuitPython.
Awesome.
All right, thanks so much.
It should just like open up your like command line and just type in like a random tab
random
completion
Unix command or edit your registry. We don't know what it should do.
Yeah, we don't even know. Or maybe delete all your files.
Types RMRF.
Total wild card.
Cool. All right, thanks.
All right, thank you, Kepler.
All right, see you around.
All right, JP, what you got going on this week?
Hey, so I have a little demo that I showed during my product pick of the week, which was these quad alphanumeric display backpacks, which I love. And it was a lot of fun to put together a little demo board of 5 of them together. So we have 5 colors. I wanted to string them together. And I needed a way to mount that. And I didn't really feel like drilling holes in something or laser cutting something. So I grabbed some Legos, and I'm super happy about this this display I made. One thing I did was I just put some of our little LCD glass panels in front of it to act as a sort of a contrast, because these things always look better with some filtering on top. But if I add a little light to it, you can see this is just some stacks of Lego with, I'll raise my camera up, with these boards just sort of sitting here, nothing fancy, but through the magic of having enough Technics stuff, I was able to make little grippers out of these pegs and hold them in place.
Oh, I see. That's fun. Yeah, they come out and they're just holding them in place.
These are what kind of squish them in place, is just the fact that you can push those pegs in there. But that's the nice thing about these particular new Stemma QT ones, is they're easy to wire, and the way that you directed the Stemma ports vertically makes them sit next to each other really nicely. They can go basically flush next to each other. So.
I've thought of you. I wanted to make you happy.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much.
Okay. All right. Well, now we know when John Park's workshop is Thursdays.
There it is. Yeah.
You can tell.
Now, but it'll be the same show. It'll be
at 4 p.m.
Thursdays on Adafruit.
Oh, thanks, JP.
All right.
Thanks.
And you also got a new guide, The Walk Person.
That's right. The guide is out, and it's a cool collaboration with Noe. So there's going to be some follow-on videos and 3D model spin-arounds and all that good stuff. So it was fun to gang up on that project.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, JP. All right. Next up is Liz.
Hey,
Hello. With her brain, her noodle brain.
Yes. So when the LED noodles came out, I immediately thought of plugging them into a synth, which may say something about my brain.
Yes.
So a guide went up this week where I show you how to solder it up to cables, and I've got a little demo going where the blue is getting a sine wave, so you're getting kind of this PWM thing, and then the pink is getting 1V oct, which is how like notes are sent to synth. So it's all different voltages, and so I have this keyboard hooked up. So when I press a note, the green goes on. That's the gate signal. While I'm holding down the wire, it goes off, and so you're going to see the pink change in brightness depending on what note you're playing. Yeah.
Oh, because that's the CV signal itself.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think it's kind of a fun visualizer for the CV. They do make like LED cables, but they're kind of ugly. But these, if you pair them with a stacking cable, you get kind of the same effect, and you can see what voltages and gates you're sending around your system.
I think this looks so cool, and I love that you use little stacking cables. And it in your guide, what's funny is I didn't realize that there's no signal actually being passed.
Oh yeah,
It's just visual, but like it looks so cool. And then you actually just have more cables, which like who doesn't love more cables?
Dude, more noodles, more spaghetti, everywhere.
But I love it. I love this. Sometimes the simple projects are really the most fun. I feel like this is something that anybody who does synthesizer music can like put together in a couple minutes, and like it just totally dresses up your synth. It looks so good.
Yeah, thank you.
Good work. Delightful.
Thank you, Liz, and thanks for doing that blog, the guide and the write up. People can check that out. It's on the learning system.
Yeah. And then speaking of guide writings and more, Phil B,
And looking good.
How are you doing? And thank you for bringing all sorts of guides to life to help people with all these great LEDs.
Oh, you bet. It's enjoyable. I mean, it's stressful in the moment, but like after a guide's done, it's like,
Yeah.
You're like, damn, that was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
yeah. I want to talk about silk screen, custom silk screens that we like to do on boards.
Yeah.
Like here's one on a Metro. These custom silk screens.
I'm playing a Metro video tonight. We did not coordinate this. I have a cool video with the Metro in it.
Excellent. Anyway, love doing these, but they are super labor intensive.
Yeah.
And so we'll do them on a board that we know there's going to be a lot of them, and we love the board and everything. But then there's like 1,000 breakouts that would be great if we could do a custom silk on all of them, but that's just not really practical. So been working on a thing. I'm going to screen a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to find your screen?
Let me pick a window. There we go.
Okay. I'll add it. Oop.
Okay.
Yeah, a window. So EagleCAD. There's these 3 fonts built in. There's the vector font, the fixed font, and then the proportional font. And like the proportional font is this beautiful buttery smooth thing, and that's great, but it's only there to use in schematics. If you try to put it on the silk screen of a board, when you get the board made, it goes away.
It goes to ugly font.
Yeah, it auto converts
Goes
it to
away.
the vector. So sad.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has the tragedy of like sending it out with the proportional, and then you get it back and you're like, wait, what?
Right. So I've been working on some Python code that reads in an Eagle file, rasterizes that text using the exact same font. I tracked it down, and then inserts the high resolution raster back into the Eagle file. And you can replace the other fonts as well if you want. So here I've replaced both fonts.
Yeah.
And so if you actually go get a PCB made with this now, it will have the buttery smooth font in the silk screen. So it's not as nice as a fully custom silk screen, but the fact that you just run this script once and you're done is like, hey, as a middle ground, that's not.
But Phil B, what if I want a different font like Courier?
You can do that. It's on the command line. Just
that's cool.
Tell it. It'll read in a true type.
What if I want Zaf Dingbats?
You can try it. I haven't tried it, but I mean, in theory, it's just text and fonts and.
This is really helpful.
Yeah, and someone asked in the chat, can you add fonts to Eagle? Phil, why don't you just add the font to Eagle?
Because you can't.
Because you can't.
There's the ugly vector fonts and the smooth font that you can't use in silk.
You cannot. There's only the one vector. Well, there's 2 versions of the vector font. One is just skinnier than the other, and then there's the proportional font that you cannot actually use. So this actually solves a problem of like, how do you have custom fonts? And I was always like, I would have Phil B do silk screens, but it was always like, I felt not bad, but I was like, oh man, it's like so much work to do. And so I'd always just use like the ugly vector font. It's fine. It's very legible.
Yeah.
But I really did want to have a nicer font because Phil and I are, we love fonts or typefaces. I don't actually know the difference, and I'm probably going to get in trouble over mixing those 2 things up.
Nah, this is a safe place. Yeah. This is really helpful. Thank you for doing this. I'm sure this can help a lot of folks. This is what they want. And it's amazing. It's 2022, and this is something we're doing.
Yeah. I don't know that a lot of people need it, but you go.
It comes up.
Well, here's the thing.
It comes up a lot.
Everyone who's bumped into this is like, oh my God, this is what I've always wanted. So, and the fact you can choose any font, and then it inserts it back into as an object that you can then place and you can move around.
Yeah, the fact is, it's not like it doesn't go into another file and you have to merge it all back in. It just goes right back into the Eagle file. So I hope
It's XML.
Hope it helps someone out there.
Yeah.
I think it will. The three of us are going to be really excited.
I think it's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to using it. I've been super busy, but I've had a couple new designs. I'm very tempted to pull this out, and all of our boards should look super fancy. And then we have to talk about what typeface we want.
Yeah.
Dap dingbats.
Anyway, the code's not public yet, but once we've tested it and it kind of works,
I can't wait to use Papyrus on the e-ink.
Yeah,
breakouts.
we're totally gonna make the avatar board.
It's all Papyrus.
Avatarduino.
and actually, you know what? Like Comic Sans would be pretty funny, and it's very legible. I mean, Comic Sans is legible.
Yeah, I got some Klingon fonts that we can finally do.
All right, cool.
The Klingon Duino. Okay.
Philby's like, wait, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted.
Wait, do not use this.
No, dude.
All these fonts are yours except for Europa. Attempt no kerning here. Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Thanks, Philby. All right, next up, Erin.
Erin, how are
Back
you?
from Mermaid Travels.
Oh, I've been away for a little while and just wanted to show off my new project. I am getting back into making stuff light up. And what I'm working on this week is a jellyfish.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Has about a dozen neopixels inside of it. And I am actually making an installation at there's a mermaid bar in Sacramento that has a giant 40-foot long mermaid tank above the bar where I've been swimming as a mermaid lately. And they hired me to do a new LED light installation. So I'm going to be making about 50 of these and hanging them up in the dive bar in Sacramento. So if you're local to California, come by and check it out. They should be up by November. We'll see. But just prototyping this week. And I love the way they turned out. They've just made
I love the iridescence. They're beautiful.
And they're going to be all different sizes. I have a really big one here that I've been working on.
Cool.
Which, when I hang it up, it looks like a Chihuly. I don't know if you're familiar with that artist, but there's a glass artist out of Seattle called Chihuly that makes amazing installations with all kinds of just beautiful stuff. And the light shining through that thing is just
all right. You get it truly without having to be a millionaire or own a hotel.
absolutely.
All right. Thanks so much, Erin. Good to see you and welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome
All right.
back.
Next up, we're going to go to Foamyguy. Tim, how's it going, Tim?
Hello. So I have displayio fun stuff to show off.
Oh, that looks great.
After
Yeah, because we're
working-
talking about the flippy board. I was like, how about the
Yeah,
flippy
that's a
font?
nice flippy font.
Yeah, flippy clock. So this one is made for the ESP Feather TFT. It does use pretty large sprites, so you have to kind of make some space for it, and it may take a chunk of the RAM, but it is looking pretty good. Couple of interesting things about it. It basically works by using these sprite sheets like this, and these are generated with a PIL Python script. So you can choose your own font. You can choose your own background
can I
color.
use Papyrus?
It's font night here at Adafruit. Yeah.
You can choose any kind of font you want. It will generate these for you. You copy them over to your device, and then we've got the widget, and I've got it up on GitHub, but it's not added to the library bundle or anything like that yet. But it is out there if people want to try it. This one is just kind of counting arbitrarily to show off the flip animation, but I have also played a little bit with one more that I'll show, which is it has access to the internet, of course, right? ESP32 Feather S2, so it can get the time from online. So we also have this one, which will fetch the time from an NTP and just show the current time. So in my time zone, it's 18:49, and it will just update every minute to show the current time. So that's kind of one
All right.
basic project you can do with it.
Great work, Tim. And we're usually doing our company meeting during your show on Friday, but I just want to say I get to tune into a little bit of it, and then I scrub through it later on the night. Fantastic show. Tim does a really neat deep dive every single week on our Adafruit channel. You get all the innards of CircuitPython and more. And thank you for showing everyone how all this stuff works. It's a combination of code and art, and you're very patient and kind with everyone who has questions about coding. So thank you for doing it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's my honor. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks.
Excellent work on the flippy cock.
Hey, nice work.
And then, Papyrus has come up. Not saying maybe you should do it. Maybe not.
I feel bad. I feel like people think, they're like, are they serious?
Yeah.
No, yeah, we can definitely do anything.
Yeah.
Any font you want.
All right. I'll see you later, Tim.
I mean, they should
Yep,
have
see ya.
given us all these fonts and they didn't want us to use them.
That's right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Next up, we're going to go to Mouse, and then up After Mouse will
Is
be
Guy,
Guy, and then we'll
Mark.
go to John, and then Gustav, and then Mark. So we're going to try to get
Okay.
to everyone in the next 10 minutes. If
I
everyone
love
keeps it
you.
to if everyone keeps it 2 minutes each, we can keep this up and get to everyone. Mouse, what you got?
Ooh,
Hi, a couple weeks ago, I showed off a breadboard prototype of my digital FM synth module for my Eurorack synth that I'm making. And
Cool.
it was on a breadboard. It's a long-term project. I got a lot bit more stuff to learn for where to write. And I got to keep it around for a long time while I'm working on other stuff. And it was just getting too hard to handle on the breadboard wires flying. It was taking up my breadboard module and everything. So I thought, if only there's a way that I can make a more permanent prototype. I was racking my brain, and then I remembered that, yes, I have a Adafruit Permaproto board.
Yay.
So I just soldered it up on the board. This is a Feather RP 2040. Let me just place it in here.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so that is just a prototype so far, but yeah, there's a digital analog converter chip and an op-amp chip.
Well, it sounds great.
Yeah, and I put it, because it's a prototype and I want to reuse the Feather when I make it for good, I put it on socket header connector, and then I realized what I'd actually done was make a Eurorack Feather wing by mistake.
Yeah.
There we go.
Some folks like that. Excellent protoboard work there too. Very, very tidy.
Adorable.
Yeah, I spent some time to make it tidy.
Yeah.
To keep it for a while.
Well, it has a show and tell to do. So
yeah, that's right.
All right, thank
Also,
you so much.
I need to make some of those. I need to make some of those nudes that Liv showed off now.
That's right.
I know. That's the only thing it's missing.
Yeah, this is all made for Euroracks. Yeah, this is a good time to be alive. Keep coming back and show this off.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I love the look. Yeah, it's
All
very
right.
cute.
Next up, Guy, what you got going on this week?
Hey, I want to say really, really quick. I also got my computer engineering for babies book this week.
Oh, cool.
Which is great timing because I have a baby due in 2 weeks. Fun chip shortage fact. I ordered it before there was a baby. I saw it online, the Kickstarter, and I was like, I'm gonna want this at some point, and here it is.
Good timing. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
you know what?
Congratulations, by the way.
Thanks
you. For you're getting a head start on things. Good.
Yeah.
All right, time to finish up some projects. So let's see, what do you got here?
So this is super quick. It's a mechanical hex color picker. So I'm a software developer. I deal with hex colors all the time.
Yeah.
I found these fun hex dip switches. And so I have it here. I just wouldn't focus, but I can change the color. This is my blue nibble on the end here. I can hit that.
Oh, fun.
And it'll show with the neopixel in real time, and then I'll dump it into the YouTube chat here. When I hit the button, you get your
oh, cool.
You get the color, and so it'll do RGB, HSV, whatever, all the different types you can configure to output those.
Love it. Okay, awesome.
All right, Guy. Well, keep coming back, and when
I like the typeface on this PCB.
Yeah.
Thank you. Font night. I knew it was coming, so
it's coming. Yeah, you're really ahead of things.
When you're ready, bring the kiddo by, the future engineer, and bring them by.
I will. We already got the Ada plushies too. So
yay! Cool. All right, take care, Guy.
All right, good to see you, Guy.
All right.
Congratulations.
Next up, we're gonna go to John, then Gustav, and then Mark. We still got time. Let's keep it up. Hey, John.
John, hey.
Hey. So just real fast, my brother had this idea to make like a little candy drop game with his with a drone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we were playing without it. Couldn't figure out how to put like motors on a drone or anything. Couldn't get it to work. But I came up with this idea of using like a quick release kind of hook on here.
Huh. Yeah.
And so because the drones have those like you can do a 360 trick with them or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And so moving around, it stays on pretty good. But then when you do the roll trick, it pops off, right?
Oh,
good,
that's how you.
So, that's how you trigger it.
Mechanics
go.
for the win.
Oh yeah. So I just wanted to show that off. I have
Nice.
yet to try it out with the kids because it's raining right now, but hopefully soon we'll get to try it out and see if they like it.
That's so cool. This is like everything when you're younger, like we didn't have, like none of this stuff was possible, and like now you can actually do it.
Oh yeah,
Very cool.
It's a lot of fun.
All right, that looks fun. Fun
Thanks so much,
household.
John.
Thank you, John.
All right, Gustav.
Gustav.
How you doing?
Hey.
Hi everybody, Adafruit from Burning Man.
Whoa!
I wanted to do a show and tell of an art project that I built and brought out here to Burning Man. I know that Lady Ada, you at least know about Burning Man, or you are a burner. And from one amazing community to another, Adafruit's community have helped me so much in building this. So what is it? It's basically the synchronized heart art project. 2 people wear heart rate monitors, and then we have LEDs that show the heart rates of the 2 people. So the right-hand side is his heart rate, and on that side we have the other person's heart rate. So the game is 2 people try to synchronize their hearts to beat at the same rhythm. And the more synchronized they are, the further the animation goes all the way up. So these 2 gentlemen are almost completely synchronized. There they are synchronized. Now if they go out of sync, then the animation doesn't go all the way up to the top of the heart, so it goes a little bit shorter. And so it's basically like a carnival game where you're trying to like get to the top of the track. The technology behind it is super simple. It's just a set of heart rate monitors, a feather express, something like that. I can't really remember from the top of my head right now. But it basically has a microcontroller with a Bluetooth chip on it, and it's programmed with CircuitPython, which made it super simple to make. Your community helped me figure out all of the electronics and the soldering and all that stuff. So I want to give a big thank you to the Adafruit community for helping everything here, and I'm looking forward to making more art pieces for another year for Burning Man. So thanks again, and and my name is Gustav.
Okay.
Oh wow!
That's
Thank you
awesome.
so much. Thank you for
awesome.
recording that and doing that.
I feel like I was just there.
That was amazing.
I know that you are a burner, or at least you know about Burning Man.
Yeah, and we went for 5 years, and then now I'm
the first year I met Lamore, she said I had to go to Burning Man with her, otherwise that was it. So I went.
We were actually just talking about this weekend how you used to pull me. I had these rollerblades with like gigantic wheels, and he would pull me through the desert on the bicycle. That's how we knew we were in love.
I've gone every year since 2009, so I love
beautiful project and great sensor
and you know
work.
what? Congratulations on getting it working, because that's really, really hard.
Yeah.
Like, people don't realize how tough it is to get a project up and running in the desert when it's like you can't get replacement parts. You may not have tools or electricity.
We were there
you got
repairing stuff when we were there.
I can tell you the first time that I plugged it in and it was working out there, and I got all this, I was happy because
congratulations. That is a big deal.
Yeah, I had my soldering irons. Hopefully, I could do repairs on the site, but thankfully, I didn't have to. It worked just the way I hoped it would. And
you know what's actually ironic? CircuitPython actually came out of Burning Man a little bit, because I had so many projects where I would have to take my laptop and run MP Lab to fix stuff. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, if only I had a way of just plugging, it's like the compiler and it's whatever. And I was like, if there's only a way to edit it as a text file, I would have been able to like easily update
use
the
a
code
phone or something like that.
Because like that was the problem. Is like if I had somebody would bring their laptop, but they wouldn't have all the software. I'm like, well, you can't download anything, but you always have a text editor. And so not directly in Office, years passed, but it was definitely
or like a lot of IDs or cloud only. You can't do anything with microcontrollers without being connected. Like it
was like not needing a dongle, not needing code, not needing to license. It was all part of why CircuitPython was to me so cool. I was like, this was a problem that I had.
I did not know that. Well, that makes me love CircuitPython.
Yeah, so I'm like, this is exactly what it was designed for. Like easy, debuggable, anywhere, usable in the desert. So, congrats.
Thank you so much. That was a really nice video. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm happy you enjoyed it.
And thank you for making sure everybody was wearing clothing in the video as well.
I did think about it.
I know you got to think about it. All right, thank you, Gustav. Great video.
Oh, whoops.
Yes. Okay.
I'm just gonna watch the video again.
We're gonna watch it again.
Let me get you out of here.
Okay,
and then
thank
let me
you.
go to Mark. Play us out.
Hey,
Mark.
Mark.
Right, thanks.
1 minute.
Yeah. So very quickly, 47 days I think to Halloween. So I thought it was probably too late to start, not too early. So just to keep things quick, fresh off the 3D printer is the start of a pumpkin project. Right now I just threw a CircuitPython Express in there, glowing orange, because why not?
Yeah.
Already one of my friends requested 6 of these. I'm not sure why 6, but the next step is to actually wire it up with some more electronics and see where it goes from there.
Well, they're adorable.
All right. Yeah, that's super cute. And you do have plenty of time to make all of these. and you can come back on the show and show the in progress stuff.
I can't wait to see it. Each one should be stuffed with different electronics. It's like a little advent calendar of pumpkin.
We'll see how creative I can get in the next 47 days, I guess.
I think you got it in you. You got it in you.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on tonight. Good to see you. We were having the other team members co-host and everything. So I missed seeing you, but now I got a chance to see it this week.
Nice seeing you guys as well.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
All right. That was exciting. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming by this week. That was a jam-packed show and tell. We'll start Ask an Engineer in just a few moments. We'll be back next week doing show and tell every single week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you.
I missed show and tell. It's so cool to see these projects.
Thank you so much, everybody, for not only being on the show and tell, but if you're watching this, helping others who are doing projects who later on go and see and create and share with others. This is one of the few things that can bring people together, and it's really cool to see this
So inspiring.
every single week. All right.
Warms my heart.
Ask an Engineer.
Gotta get ready for the next show.
In a few moments. See you next week, everybody.